Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to invest your very first $1,000. So first of all, congratulations on saving up $1,000. This is not something that's easy for a lot of people. So give yourself a pat on the back and feel good about that, because now you can start putting that $1,000 towards making your financial future better. Now there's a lot of different ways you can do this, and in this video I'm just going to be covering the basics of what I think is the best way for beginners to invest their first $1,000, and we're going to be working with the stock market in this video. So there's a lot of different things you can do, but in this video we're going to focus on the stock market because that's my expertise, and I do believe it's the best way to invest your money overall. So first of all, let's talk about what investing means. Now chances are, if you just got your first $1,000, you're probably new to investing, and investing basically means putting money away, letting that money grow over time so that that money can work for you and make you more money pretty much on a passive basis. So typically investing can mean putting your money away for 5 to 10 years or even longer, and just earn you money compoundly year after year. Now the reason why they say you should be thinking about putting your money away for a minimum of 5 years is because investments go up and down. Although you might have a good year or a good 2 years, the next year you could lose all your returns and go into the negative, but over time the stock market has proven that stocks generally go up, and over time you will end at a positive date. But you don't want to be in a situation where you have to take your money out for like a car payment or a down payment for a house or something like that, and your account is in the negative, and that way you'll lose money. So it's always important to keep your money like kind of put away so over time it can grow, so that like 5 years from now, if you do need to take some money out, at least you can take your money out at a gain. Alright, now let's talk about what is the best way for a beginner to invest their money. Now the best way for beginners to invest their money in the stock market, in my opinion, is to use a robo-advisor and use ETF index funds. And the reason why I mention this is because they are the easiest way to get started. And number two, you're not investing into individual stocks, and you don't have to worry about like you picking the wrong stocks and whatnot, because when you learn to invest like that by picking individual stocks, it can take you a long time, and it's a very long learning process, and you might not feel comfortable doing that. So I always recommend that beginners get started with ETFs, because ETFs are basically funds that have large collections of stocks in them. So you can grab like an ETF that has 100 stocks of the top performing companies in the US, for example, and you can feel good about investing in these solid companies that are very likely to earn you income as time goes on. In fact, my first year of investing in 2019, I picked a robo-advisor called Wealthsimple, and Wealthsimple invested my funds into different ETFs for me. And these ETFs performed pretty solidly, and I highly recommend that you guys do the same thing. Now, over time, you can pick your own stocks and whatnot, and you can pick your own ETFs, but I highly recommend, just to get started and while you're learning how to invest, go down the ETF route, pick a robo-advisor of your choice, put a small little bit of money, maybe on a weekly basis kind of thing, kind of tuck it in there, and then over time, as you learn and you're more comfortable with investing, you can start to play with more money. Now, a really important thing to remember with investing is that you don't need to put all your money away at once, and it is important that you keep putting money into this fund over and over again. Now, you may have $1,000 to invest, but it's important that you keep putting money into that fund, because $1,000 isn't going to make you a lot of money down the road. But let's say you put $1,000 every month or every second month kind of thing, it really does start to add up, and those returns will compound and earn you more and more income. As your stocks go up in value, as you get more dividends, those will go back into your funds, and your money will keep growing over time. And to show you guys an example of how this works, I'm going to hop over to my Wealthsimple account. I'm going to show you guys my ETFs. I'm going to show you guys what I did in my first year in investing. I'm going to show you guys how easy this stuff really is to get started. So let's head on over to Wealthsimple and let's check out some ETFs. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. We're in my Wealthsimple dashboard here, and this is a robo-advisor that I chose to use when I started investing in March of 2019. You don't have to use this robo-advisor, although I do recommend you get like one of the good quality ones. And I do recommend Wealthsimple because it's the only one I really used. It's a great robo-advisor to get started, and here's basically how they work. Basically, you put your money in, you set up an account, you put your money in, and then they choose some basic ETFs to build your portfolio around, and then they pretty much do the work for you. Only thing you have to do is put money in, and this is why robo-advisors are perfect for beginners, because it takes a lot of the thinking out of investing, and then while you're learning about different things, while you're studying, while you're kind of figuring out what you want to do, getting some long-term goals in your head for investments, at least your money can be put to work and you can start earning some compound interest and some dividends. In fact, myself, I actually did a video about my overall returns for 2019. I'll link to that in the description of this video. You guys can check it out, because that video kind of goes into all this stuff more detail. But I'm basically just going to give you guys an overview how robo-advisors work, why I think they're a pretty solid option for beginners. So this is my account portfolio. So over the course of 1 year, almost 1 year now, I think it's been about 10, 11 months or something like that. So we're just going to say it's going to be a year. I made about $2,064 $2,064, sorry, and returns from Wealthsimple. So pretty solid return for basically just having a robo-advisor manage my money for me. So yeah, overall returns of about 11%-ish, including, like, you know, pretty much the big deposits and stuff like that. So pretty solid. Like, I'm pretty happy with that. Right now I'm actually kind of doing my own, building my own dividend portfolio with Wealthsimple Trade, kind of doing that approach with ETFs and stuff like that. You guys can do this if you want, but I do recommend that you get started with a robo-advisor first, because it will kind of, like, again, until you guys really know how to do this stuff, it's just easier if you set this up first, and then you can kind of, you know, do your own thing as you go. And this is my portfolio here, so I'm just going to show you guys an example of how things like ETFs work and whatnot. So I'm just going to zoom out here a little bit so I can actually see what I'm doing. I hope the text is big enough for you guys to see. I'm going to go into my holdings here, and this is how they split my portfolio up. And again, guys, they do this by, when you create an account, they ask you a few questions, you fill out a questionnaire, they pick ETFs based on, like, kind of what your goals are and whatnot. So mine is long-term growth, and I picked, like, the highest risk portfolio. And here's what they kind of gave me. They put some foreign stocks, some US stocks, some emerging stocks, some Canadian stocks because I'm Canadian, some global stocks, and again some more US, and then a little bit of bonds here at the bottom. So it's a good healthy mix of a bunch of different things here, and this is a solid approach. It's pretty solid. You can't go wrong with it. In fact, I think most people watching this video, especially beginners, especially people who don't want to get crazy involved with investing, this is the best option for you because it does a lot of the work for you. You can see the performance here for, like, some of these ETFs have been pretty good. Like, you know, and especially when you split it up, you have 5.4 here for the international one. We have almost 9% for US, 0% for emerging stocks, which isn't the greatest, but that's okay because all these other ones kind of, you know, bring the average up. 5% for Canadians, 2% for global, and then 10% for this other US ETF. So it's pretty solid. Like, you can't go wrong with this. And then, you know, and once you use this for a little bit, you can kind of decide for yourself if you want to try, you know, picking your own ETFs, which is what I'm trying to do right now with my dividend investing case study. Once again, I'll link to that playlist if you guys want. If you guys kind of want to take it to the next step and start picking your own ETFs, I recommend watching that series. But first, I would recommend, you know, try the robo-advisor route, and then if you think you want to pick your own ETFs to kind of pick your own portfolio, which you can totally do, you know, you can try that. And the next thing we're going to talk about is I'm going to actually show you guys how to look up some of these ETFs. So if you want to pick an ETF, and just to show you the power of an ETF, I'm going to type in VTI here. Now, VTI is a Vanguard fund. It's a Vanguard Total Market Index fund for US stocks. And I'm going to go over here and look at the holdings for this portfolio. And the cool thing is, like, a lot of people will pick individual stocks to invest in, and that's cool and all. But here's the thing about this portfolio. I'm going to see if we can get portfolio holdings here. I'm going to bring this up. Now, this portfolio has 3,550 different stocks in it. And look at these stocks. You have Microsoft, you have Apple, you have Amazon, you have Facebook, you have JP Morgan, you got Johnson & Johnson, Visa, Procter & Gamble, AT&T, Bank of America, MasterCard, Walt Disney, and, you know, like, it just goes on and on of these solid companies that you can't go wrong with. Like, these companies over time make money, and they continue to make money. You know, if you look at the overall returns of some of these funds here, for example, we'll go for price and performance. You can see here that overall, I'll see if I can see some overall returns. Let's try 10 years. So yeah, this is fine. So we can see over the course of 10 years that this fund is just keeps going up. It keeps going up and keeps going up. And it's hard to really think that it's not going to, because look at this. Like, since inception, which is like when this fund first started in 2009, I think this is month. Let's go, 10 years. So 2009 is when this fund started. You can see here that since then, every single year, it's gone up on an average of 7%. 7%. And this includes some of the big dips here and some of the years as well. So for a 10-year return, we're sitting at 13% right now. For a 5-year return, we're sitting at 11% per year. For a 3-year return, we're sitting at 14% per year. That's pretty solid. And last year in 2019, this fund, if you would have invested at the start of the year, you would have got a 30% return. That's insane. So as you guys can see, I think investing in ETFs is the smartest thing you can do, because you're just investing in all these different companies. And the cool thing is, next time you go to the grocery store, or next time you're walking out somewhere and you see people buying a can of Coke, or you see people eating whatever kind of products from these companies, you can think in your head that, hey, this is making me money. And it's the cool thing about it. It's a cool thing about investing and stuff like that, and it feels really good. So that's my recommendations this video. I like to get down and dirty and like go into this stuff and show you guys, because I like to show you guys what I'm doing. I like to show you guys how to do this process. So I know this isn't as like polished as other videos are, but I want to show you guys results and show you guys like how you actually do this. So in this video, if you guys have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. If you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you guys want more videos and you want me to produce more videos like this, remember to subscribe to the channel, because when you guys subscribe, it gives me that initiative to keep going, and it keeps this channel alive. So when you guys subscribe, when you guys comment, when you guys like the videos, all that stuff really helps keep this channel afloat. And I'm thinking about getting serious with this channel, but I kind of need I need you guys to show me that this is what you guys want. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys give you a good idea on how to invest your first $1,000 with the stock market. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.